So Andrew, I might start with you. How have you seen Carlton's progress so far this year? Obviously a new coach and a big year for the football club. How have you seen it so far?
Yeah, it's been a positive progress, Will. I suppose there's two elements to it, on-field and off-field. There's a real push to improve the culture off-field initially when Brendan and the new coaches came on board, and that's had some really positive impact. And I think that has helped flow on to on-field performance. The other thing that's flowed on to on-field performance is probably the education process that the players went through pre-season and the clarity with which the coaches are teaching game plan and structures and all that type of thing.
And Stephen, from your perspective?
Well, I think it's fair to say that we embarked on a season of first year of a rebuild. And we don't like using that term, but that's what it is we're starting with a new coach, a new regime, a new group of conditioning coaches, etc. So we're resetting the whole thing. We've made a lot of changes to the list, both in the last trade and draft period and the one before. And so we've really, a line in the sand started at the start of this year. And yes, we want to win, but really much of our year it was going to be about development. We call them green shoots, but just getting some growth into the group to get our young draftees going, to demonstrate unity right throughout the group, and to demonstrate a method, grow a method of the way we play that is going to hold up. And I think whichever way you look at it, even when we were at 0-4, 0 wins, 4 losses, we were a united group. We were developing, our method was good, it was holding up well defensively, and I think people felt good about the way that we were playing. We then won 6 out of the next 7, which was beautiful, but even at 0-4, it was going okay. So we're making measurable progress.
Yeah, so 6 and 7, making good progress so far. How do you see the rest of the year now, Andrew, in terms of expectations? Is it again just taking it a week at a time? How do you look at the progress again for the rest of the year?
Yeah, we probably won't concentrate too much on win-loss on the scoreboard, but what we'll concentrate on is how we go about it. We really want that effort, and that effort's been there for the bulk of the year. And we need to show the members that we are continually refining that game plan and playing to that game plan, but really it's the effort that we need. If we give great effort and we stick to the structures and game plan, then the odd win will come. We've got obviously playing some pretty decent opposition over the next month, but we need to go about it the right way.
And in terms of, I guess, the fans coming into the game and membership and that, how have you seen that type of off-field progress so far this year?
There is the difficult to measure in terms of the way people feel about it and the anecdotal feedback, which I think has been really positive generally. Then there's the measurable, and there's a lot of ways that we measure that progress. There's a raw membership number, there's a consumer sentiment or a member sentiment, and all of those at the moment are positive. The way the members feel like they're being communicated with, the performance of their team, their happiness with communication and admin, their overarching feel of renewal, their sentiment for renewal. As we discussed as a staff the other day, all of those things are in positive territory so far this year. And in fact, as we discussed with the staff, those metrics of improvement and sentiment were taken after we won one game. So it's not totally reliant on whether we win or not. It's their feeling of we're on the right path. And I think it's fair to say that we're really pleased with the way that those measurements are shaping up.
Sure, and just one more from both of you. In terms of maybe an off-field perspective for the rest of the year, are there any particular goals off-field that you're looking to reach by the end of the year? Or any initiatives that you're thinking of?
As Andrew said, it doesn't necessarily relate to wins and losses, and that might seem strange to people because we're in a win-loss business, but given where we're at, the wins will take care of themselves. One of the things that we'd like to do over the remaining 9 games of the season is start to get some of our draftees up and going and into the team. So Wiedering's been playing, Charlie Kerner had a little look earlier. We've had some injury issues with Harry Mackay and indeed recently with Cunningham and Charlie Kerner. So if we can get those guys up and going into the senior team, so long as their form warrants it and they're in physically good shape, start to get them a taste of senior footy is what we'd like to get out of it if they're ready. So that'd be fair, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that's part of their development. If we've got an opportunity to develop them now, and it's really unfortunate, as Stephen said, that they have had their injury problems earlier on. Otherwise, there might have been an opportunity earlier. But we'd like to get some development games into them.
Well, otherwise, we might just play Andrew. 250
Bring him
games,
back.
Hall of Famer, bring him back. Knuckle a couple.
Okay. Thanks very much, guys. Cheers.
Excellent. No problem.